Jim, it was a crusade for Prince Harry, but has the crusader been crushed or the sun won't rise again? Which is it in your view? Good morning.
Well, I think as recently as last week, you mentioned that he was saying that he wouldn't settle, and now he has. He's capitulated to some degree. But I think if he really wants to emerge as the victor or the winner of this, and to really raise his, let's be honest, his reputation hasn't done well the last few years.
No, I don't think it has, in fairness.
I think if he was to say, OK, he doesn't have to disclose the amount, but if he said every single penny that I was given in that settlement, I'd put it into charity, it could go. He was seen, I think, last week with his wife out, trying to comfort victims of these recent fires that they've had over there.
Yep.
And I think if he was to raise his reputation both at home and in the US, he ought to, or not ought to, it's up to him what he does, but does he really need the money? I guess you've got to ask yourself, probably not. I think he's left quite well off after his mother,
yes, of course.
Passed away. So I think if he was to give it to charity, every single penny, I think, rather than just...
Okay, I think that's a really cogent argument. Lastly, if he doesn't do that, if he decides to do with the money whatever he sees fit, buy a house, how does he emerge from this in your book, Jim, lastly?
Not as well. I think I would say, he's talked the talk up until now, but he's still capitulated. So I think give the money to charity, whether it's the games that he supports with the Invictus.
Oh, that's a good idea. Yeah, or some victims' charities as well, possibly.
It's just frustrating to see hear right-wing voices criticise him when things go wrong. But meanwhile, we had an 18-year-old boy who, is dealing with illegal press intrusion throughout all that time. He lost his mum, dealing with all of that. I mean, can you not bring yourself, in general, to say something positive about the poor man?
I've met him. I think he's a tremendous bloke, yeah. I'm just asking, when he said that his was a crusade and he was the only one still standing as recently as a month ago, why he's decided not to take it further? Because he wanted to change, I want to get it right, he wanted to change the media landscape, okay? Well, he's not. All right, he's forced an admission and a considerable amount of money from news group coffers, I get that. And they have admitted to criminal behaviour or unlawful activity, let's be careful.
That is pretty big. Nick, that's pretty big.
Sir, that's not changing the media landscape.
Okay, but what? I'm with you, fine. So he's not achieved that, but no. I'm just trying to understand, why is that the focus? If this were your son or my son, we would all be like, well done, young man.
Is it worth it, though? To wreck your relationship with your brother, is it worth it?
Depends. I mean, if he felt like the integrity of him, making this point was more important than it's a shame. Let's be honest. But I don't want to.
Oh, the whole thing is a tragedy. That the two brothers have fallen out, particularly as they hopefully comforted each other through the loss of their mother. The behaviour by the son, and I say again, I wasn't there at the time, but it's unlawful. It's appalling, and the fact they've had to pay out this money and £1 billion in other settlements is grotesque. So I think it's fair to say, has he actually achieved what he wanted to achieve? Without being seen as critical, it's just a question, Olu.
It's a question, but I think your question, I bet you some of the next presenters, their question will be, why did the son get away with this? Why has the son done this?
Well, I don't think... let's hope it is. But I don't think they did get away with it. Oh, I see. You're saying some journalists should go to jail, I imagine, is what you're suggesting. Well, for a lot of people, of course, the fact that the boss... Rupert Murdoch did not appear in court is a missed opportunity, but again missed by the Duke of Sussex, who decided to take up his stumps.
What really makes me struggle is, personally, on a very personal level, is the second question about the way that Harry and Meghan have been treated. And there are obvious reasons. There's the class thing, there's the race thing, 100% the race thing. I just don't get it. Why? What is it that? Why do people? Surely somebody. I don't buy newspapers. I get my news from people like you and off the television.
Yes.
But I understand you use the papers. They're your initial researchers because that's what people are reading. That's what they want to hear being talked about. But who cares? About this stuff. And then the fantastic example was that you gave was that they reported the flowers at the wedding, the bridesmaids' flowers, and the way that that was reported, I was like, I understand that we can stamp down on papers and say, right, stick to the facts, but that's not about a factual thing. They're using facts, but it's their interpretation of those facts that they get away with it. And I don't understand why they do it.
Well, do you understand now?
Do
you? I mean, I appreciate that you don't read these outlets, read these papers, but I can with a very cursory Google, I can find a claim by a retired commanding officer, and this is reported by the BBC, accusing Prince Harry of having turned against his military family after having trashed his birth family. And the Daily, that's the BBC reporting that because of the ecosystem that's being created. So when you say you don't understand, do you understand now, or do you see some sense in my cautious theory that they've created an ecosystem in which the likelihood of pursuit, investigation and possible prosecution has been reduced to about as low a level as the guilty people could possibly hope?
Yeah, I understand that, and I understand how it's happened, but I don't understand that senior officer to turn around and say that Harry's turned his back on his military family. I'm in touch. I left the military in 19...
Welcome back to Meghan and Harry Tales, the channel where we uncover the truths, challenge the headlines, and celebrate the Sussexes. I'm your host, Kelly, and today we're diving into a landmark moment in the fight for media accountability. Prince Harry has secured a monumental victory against Rupert Murdoch's News Group newspapers, the publisher of The Sun. This case not only brought an unprecedented apology, but also exposed years of unlawful behaviour. Let's unpack the significance of this win and the powerful reactions it sparked. Prince Harry won. He fought a powerful media empire, and he won. His victory against the Sun newspaper is not just a personal triumph, it is a victory for everyone who values truth and accountability. For years, the Sun has been accused of ruthlessly invading the privacy of individuals, particularly public figures. Harry's unwavering pursuit of justice exposed the dark underbelly of tabloid journalism, revealing a pattern of unethical practices. This victory sends a powerful message. Enough is enough. Harry's stand against the Sun is a beacon of hope, signalling that those in power are not above the law. At the heart of this landmark case lie allegations of phone hacking, a practice that has haunted British journalism for years. The Sun, it is alleged, illegally accessed the voicemails of Prince Harry, seeking sensational stories to boost their circulation. This invasion of privacy has left an indelible mark on Harry's life, casting a long shadow over his personal relationships and public image. The case also exposed the use of unlawful information gathering methods, including the alleged payment of private investigators to dig up dirt on Harry. The Sun's actions, driven by a relentless pursuit of profit, have shaken the foundations of journalistic integrity. The evidence presented in court painted a disturbing picture of a media organisation operating with a sense of impunity. The Sun's admission of guilt and subsequent apology, while a long time coming, marks a significant moment in the fight for media accountability. Their acknowledgement of wrongdoing breaks a wall of silence that has shielded powerful media organisations for too long. This admission sets a precedent for future cases and empowers other victims of unethical journalism to come forward. The apology, although carefully worded, carries weight. It acknowledges the harm inflicted upon Prince Harry and the public at large. This public acceptance of responsibility is a step in the right direction. The Sun's admission of guilt is a victory for transparency and accountability. Section 4. Echoes of a shared struggle. Prince Harry's legal battle against the Sun resonates with another high-profile case involving News Group newspapers, the parent company of the Sun. Lord Tom Watson, a former Labour Party deputy leader, waged a similar fight against News Group newspapers over phone hacking, ultimately securing a public apology and substantial damages. His victory paved the way for Harry and other victims to come forward. Lord Watson's case exposed the systemic nature of phone hacking within News Group newspapers. The parallels between his case and Harry's are striking, highlighting the widespread nature of News Group newspapers' unethical practices. Both cases demonstrate the devastating impact of media intrusion on individuals' lives. Section 5. A divided public, a unified message. Prince Harry's victory against the Sun has sparked a wave of reactions, dividing public opinion and igniting debates about media ethics, privacy, and the role of the monarchy. Some applaud Harry's courage, seeing him as a champion for those who have been silenced by powerful media organizations. Others, however, criticize Harry's legal actions, accusing him of hypocrisy and seeking publicity. Despite these differing viewpoints, one message rings clear. The public is increasingly aware of the need for media accountability. The days of unchecked media power are numbered. People are demanding transparency, ethical conduct, and respect for privacy from the institutions tasked with informing them. Section 6. Reclaiming the narrative, restoring trust. The decline of quality journalism, often overshadowed by the pursuit of sensationalism and profit, has eroded public trust in the media. Prince Harry's victory against the Sun offers a glimmer of hope. It serves as a powerful reminder that journalism, at its core, should serve the public interest, holding those in power accountable and shining a light on injustice. This case has ignited a conversation about the need for ethical journalism, reminding us that truth, accuracy, and integrity are not negotiable. The public has a role to play as well. By supporting responsible media outlets and demanding accountability, we can contribute to a more informed and ethical media landscape. Section 7. The price of truth, the value of justice. Prince Harry's victory against the Sun is a victory for everyone who values truth, privacy, and dignity. It is a testament to the power of holding those in power accountable, even when they seem untouchable. This case has exposed the dark underbelly of tabloid journalism, revealing the human cost of unchecked media power. Prince Harry's unwavering pursuit of justice serves as an inspiration to us all. The fight for a more ethical and accountable media is a fight worth fighting. So what's your take on this pivotal moment? Is this a turning point for media accountability, or just the beginning of a much larger battle? Let me know your thoughts in the comments. And as always, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Meghan and Harry Tales. Together, we can shed light on the truths that matter. Until next time, stay informed, stay kind, and keep supporting those who stand for justice. See you soon.